What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Whew. It's been a hell of a 7 days. I know I've had a few videos kind of come up during this last 7 days, but most of that stuff was pre-recorded. I've been in bed for pretty much 7 days. I got up today and I was like, man, I got to do something. In fact, right now what I got to do is get a bottle of water. I've been drinking lots of water. For those of you wondering, like, oh, damn it. Like, what happened? It's kind of crazy. I was misdiagnosed. So I was diagnosed by my PCP with bronchitis. And as it turns out, I don't have bronchitis. It was actually a pretty terrifying experience for me. This is the sickest I think I have ever been in my entire life. And there was a point where, you know, I guess everybody feels that way at some point when you get extremely sick, where you think maybe you're not going to make it. You know, kind of taking things to the extreme, but my temperature went up to 103, and then I passed out. I saw, right before I passed out, I saw shapes, colors, images. I couldn't understand them. They didn't make any sense. I was laying in bed. There was nobody home. It's just me. I was laying in bed, and things just started kind of slipping away. I heard sounds that I didn't know what they were. They didn't make sense. Lights, colors, images that I couldn't make any sense of. And then the lights went out. And as far as I knew, that was the end of me. I woke up several hours later to my phone ringing off the hook. My fiance knew I was feeling really sick, and she was very concerned. When I didn't answer, she got extremely concerned. So I woke up and I was like, okay, I'm still here, but I didn't feel like me. And I didn't feel like me at all. So quick story time, and then we'll move on. Check my fever again. I was still sitting at 103. I decided to take a cool shower and try to cool myself off. I got my temperature down pretty quickly to about 99, but I didn't feel any better. My fiance left work. She rushed home and she said, "You're going to the doctor." I went to the doctor. This time I went to a different doctor, her doctor, one that she highly recommends, and they actually tested me. I didn't even know there was a test for the flu, but there is, and they said you either have pneumonia or you have the flu. This lady stuck this giant Q-tip up my freaking nose like this, and then on the other side I was like, ow. Violent. Intrusive. That's not okay. Felt seriously violated. Well, 20 or so minutes go by. She comes back and she says, "Oh, Mr. Shear, you have influenza B." And I was like, oh, well, that's good. It's not pneumonia. She gave me this look like I was crazy. And she said, well, it's good, except there's nothing we can do for you. And I was like, I thought there was flu medicine. Nope. The only real medicine that you can use for the flu, you have to start taking the medicine within a few days of getting the flu. So I got screwed. Everybody in the house has gotten the flu now. Everybody. Jessica's sick with it right now, and today is the 21st of December. Christmas is right around the corner, and we're all sick. What's interesting is since I held that high fever for almost 3 days. Almost 3 days, I burned up, froze, freezing cold, shaking, jittering, passing out, waking up, passing out again, like in and out of consciousness Obviously, eating wasn't an option. Drinking wasn't really an option. I was projectile vomiting. You know, you get the idea. The whole works for several days. It was it was hell. It really was. And now that my fever's been gone for about 3 or 4 days now, like my fever's gone. My temperature's normal, but I'm not. Something happened to my head during the time I had that fever, and it makes me feel confused. I got so much stuff I want to come out here and start working on. There's that Volkswagen right there that popped a timing belt. I don't know if I told you guys that, but it's got a pop timing belt. Well, I want to put a timing belt on it. In fact, days ago, I went out and I bought one. Now, 99.9% chance putting a timing belt on it ain't going to do any good. That car is probably toast. But I want to put a timing belt on it. This is my neighborhood. This is my area. I know this place like the back of my hand. I was driving around yesterday. I thought I was on Douglas, but I was on 15th Street. I was lost. I didn't even know where I was going. Just a complete fog, a haze, confusion, short-term memory problems. Probably shouldn't tear down the front of a motor to do a timing belt when I don't even know what street I'm on when I'm driving. So I'm feeling a lot better. I just don't feel like myself right now. And I got a lot of stuff to get done. I wanted to make a quick update video because I've been planning a vacation with my fiance and her son for quite a while now. We've got everything paid for. We're going to the French Quarter. We're going to stay at a fairly nice hotel in the French Quarter through the Christmas holidays. We're going to be there for 5 days. And like I said, this was pre-planned, pre-arranged, prepaid for. And now we're all sick. Anyway, it's an 11-hour drive down there, and I'm going. Like, we're going. We need this. We've been planning this. We need to get away. That's why if you look and you see my Christmas tree, we didn't put a Christmas tree up. Christmas lights. There's more Christmas lights over there. We didn't put anything up because we're not going to be here. We're going to go enjoy Christmas away from home, which is something we've never done before. We're not going to be with family. We're just taking us. And we're going to go try to enjoy ourselves somewhere different, somewhere with culture, somewhere with soul, you know, somewhere with a lot of history, somewhere we've never been before. So we're going. Now, hopefully that updates you on what's going on with me. Let's get out here and start some of these cars. Car number 1 on my list. The old Mercedes, the 500 SL. Unfortunately, you got to go through this side, but she should fire right up. Open that a little bit. Just turn that off. See if that screen still works. Yep. Boom. There we go. Ugh. Man, she purrs like a kitten too, guys. She does. We got to burn all that old gas out of her. But she runs great. Pop the hood real quick. Look at that. Just runs awesome. But boy, you can smell that bad fuel. Whoa, that hood. Slight belt squeal, but it goes away. I need to put the intake and everything back on it. And I noticed somebody had rigged up this hose to what I presume is an EGR valve. So that'll need to be addressed. She really does run well. Next, I'm going to fire up the 2016 Camaro 2SS because I got to move it out of the way. I'm going to actually try to back that Passat, or wait, shoot. Actually, no, I'm not. Scratch that. I was going to. but I'm not. I was going to try to move the Passat. I forgot the Passat doesn't run. Broken timing belt. And I'm not going to try to push that thing out of the way on my own. Let's see. Let's do a cold start of the Camaro. Oh, she sounds mean. She does. Listen to this. That's that NBRP exhaust, boys. All right, next on my list. Oh, I didn't show you. I didn't show you. Yeah, I just did this earlier today. I put the front end back on the e46. Yes, sir. It's not perfect, but the front end is attached. It is bolted on. All the clips are in place and everything. The trim is back on the bumper with the license plate pieces and everything. The parking lights are installed. These kidney bean grills or kidney grills, whatever, these don't seem to fit quite right. So you see the gap here? These don't seem to fit actually at all. So I'm thinking these are the wrong ones, but we did get the bumper installed, and that was kind of a big deal. The car was sitting here for I don't know how long, 3-4 weeks, kind of looking like a hot mess. And I decided, you know, for the neighbor's sake, at least put the put the front end back on it, make it look a little bit better. Let's see if I got the key for this one. I do, right here. Let's fire this one up. None of these cars have been run in a while because I've been sick. Let's see how this one sounds. Fires right up, man. Fires right up. Yeah, she does. Dang. I did find out today while working on this that the headers that are on it, they didn't actually install the headers. They just sat them on there. The bolts are not even tight. Many of the bolts are not installed. I was able to grab the bolts that are installed and turn them by hand. So somebody just threw the headers in there and left the car as it is. But like I said before, I plan on taking the headers off and going back with the original exhaust manifolds with the catalytic converters, and hopefully that'll take care of that. See if those front lights work. That one's working. I guess the lights down there, what are those for? Those aren't fog lights, are they? Try the other ones. I thought those were turn signals down there, but I guess not. Must be fog lights. Let's turn the fog lights on. Or there are no fog lights. Or wait, yeah, there are. Right there? It says they're on. Okay, so those are fog lights. Gotcha. I did not know that. Man, this car will never be anything special, I don't think. But I think we can make it decent. I think we can make it look decent. Kind of make it look like it's supposed to look. There's a lot of things missing on this, like the secondary air injection pump that I think sits somewhere over here. Obviously that was taken out. All the plumbing for the secondary air injection pump is gone. It's missing. Oh, right there. There's the tube for the secondary air injection pump right there that's blowing exhaust out of it. You probably can't see it, but it's right there. Oxygen sensors are laying down properly at all, but she'll run. She will take you down the road. In fact, let's take her for a quick drive. We got the Mercedes warming up over there. The Marrow is warming up. We still got the big old truck right here from Bob Howard. Quick update on the Camaro. Bob Howard actually called me. They got all the parts in for the Corvette, and they're currently tearing down, putting the Corvette back together. He told me just hold on to this and go ahead and enjoy it for a while. So, and Bob Howard is also sending me a check for $350 to help with the car payment. So I thought that was pretty cool too. Boy, she rattles these damn door panels, man. The interior of this car, like I said, we'll never make this car right. You know, it's never going to be perfect, and honestly, the car is not worth putting too much money into anyway. Is that a rain sensing windshield wiper? Windshield? Yes, sir, it is. I didn't know that. But you know, maybe we can make it a decent runner and driver for somebody. You know what I mean? Just a little all-wheel drive get-around car. I'm sure we could turn it into something decent. It runs all right. It drives all right. We'll take it for a quick spin. I'm kind of afraid of those kidney grills falling off, but yep, there she goes. Door's locked. Woo! Good God. Boy, the smell of raw fuel, boys. Oh my goodness. It doesn't run or drive bad for what it is at all. But that exhaust is horrible. It's not a bad car. It was just mistreated. I think we put those original catalytic converters back on it, get the O2 sensors back in it, and just do our best to clean it up a little bit. Maybe send it down to Mako for a paint job, a cheap $300 respray. And I think this car will be good enough to make somebody a decent little beater. Oh, did it die? It died? Whoa! I guess with no oxygen sensors, man, what do you expect? It only dies in reverse. Interesting. Come on, old girl. Come on. There you go. You could do it. I'm gonna let this thing sit here and run for a while. She hasn't run in quite a while. None of these cars have. I think it looks a hell of a lot better with the front bumper on it. We'll get the right grills for it, get it a cheap spray job, put the exhaust back on it, and that's probably going to be about as far as we'll go with this one. I'm going to hopefully try to make a few dollars off of this one, if that's even possible. But see how the old Mercedes is doing over here. Actually not running too bad at all. Let's take this one for a drive. What do you guys think? Yeah? Yeah, let's do it. This car is by far my favorite of what we've got in the driveway right now, with the exception of the Camaro. But that's just because the Camaro is such a torque monster. That car is a beast. It really is. It's a beast. But this car, it's just so smooth. Now, she doesn't really have her power back yet. It's still running on some pretty rough gasoline. But it's such a smooth car. That's what I really like about this one. It's very smooth. I think it's got a really elegant, classy kind of, you know, it's got that 90s drug dealer look to it, you know? It's like, watch out, guys, because we're selling dope in the neighborhood. This one will happily, all day, every day, get out on the road and it just goes, man. Look at this. Now, it has this noise. Hear that? That. I don't know what that is. But I gotta thank Austin and Monkey Wrench Mike for coming out here and putting this old girl back on the road again, because it would not be driving right now if it wasn't for them. Obviously, the convertible top, we have the hard top on it right now, but it's not functioning. This red light does nothing but flash, so I assume that it's telling me something is very, very wrong somewhere. The button does not do anything. You can take the top off manually. I have the tool to do it, and let's see, somewhere right here, there's a hole here, there's another one over there, there's a couple in the back. Guess I can go. There we go. So at some point we will have to take this top off, because I just want to see what the soft top looks like underneath it. It feels like from the back end there's a vibration on the passenger rear. So this has half shafts, basically CV axles for the rear end. And I'm kind of hoping maybe we got a bearing going bad on that rear wheel. Maybe an axle shaft U-joint has gone bad, half shaft U-joint, something like that. I'm hoping it's going to be something not related to the internals of the differential. And I mean, you could cruise, as you can see. I mean, she'll go. Well, you can see, there you go, hit the gas and she'll go. She'll go. But something is definitely vibrating around under there, and we are going to have to investigate and figure out exactly what it is. But she'll run 100% all day long, man. Even at 50, 60 miles an hour, it's smooth. The brakes are relatively smooth, although I will say the brakes feel a tad spongy, but not in any way dangerous at all. Yeah, I don't know what that noise, man. There's something vibrating in the rear end. That much is a fact. Maybe it could be a differential mount or something. We're definitely gonna have to get this one up in the air and pull that wheel off and take a much closer look at the half shaft, the differential, wheel bearing, basically everything on that rear corner. Yeah, there it is again. But if I let off the gas just a hair, it goes away. See? I'm still accelerating, just not nearly as much. It's real picky, real picky. All right, let's get this back to the house. Let's talk about what we got going on in the future, because I have some pretty big news that came in today. All right, so we're back to the house. Everything is good. I wanted to give you guys something to watch, hopefully something to enjoy during this time when I'm not well enough to get out here and really start working on cars. So I hope you found the video entertaining, but there is a serious note to this video which is coming up right now. I'm really excited and nervous, but excited to tell you guys that we are like this close to having the dealership paperwork done and ready to submit. As of today, December 21st, 2019, we have a dealer's bond in effect, full force. We have the LLC established and ready to go. AAR Auto Sales LLC. So we have an LLC. We have a dealer's bond. We have the dealer's insurance, which is basically the garage insurance. I've got 3 times the state minimum. The state requires $25,000 per incident liability insurance. I have $75,000. So we have commercial insurance. We have a dealer's bond. We have an LLC. We have the location. And today I got approved from the city to use my residence in that city, the new house, the future home of AAR. We got permission from the city. And without that permission, well, it would have made things a lot more difficult. But I got the letter in the mail today from the mayor of the city that house is in, giving me his blessing, and a note to the Used Motor Vehicle Commission letting them know that I have permission to operate a dealership out of that location. So we have approval for zoning basically from the city. We have the bond, we have the insurance, we have the LLC. We've got everything. And I went to the sick as a dog yesterday, but I went down to the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation. I had to run my own background check. So I got my background check back. Everything is good there as well. So really, it's a matter of getting my financial statement in order. They want to see my financials and know that, you know, I'm not going to be like a fly-by-night car lot that's going to come in, make a bunch of money off of unsuspecting people, rip them off, and then run away and leave everybody hanging. We're there. I can't believe that we are getting ready to file these papers and open a car lot. Now, I mean, it is a huge deal. Who am I kidding? I was going to say it's not a huge deal, but I mean, it is. Opening a car lot's kind of a big deal. Now, of course, for me, opening a car lot, and Mike Weirdbeard, I haven't decided if we're going to go that route or not, but Mike from Weirdbeard Auto Sales, Weirdbeard on YouTube, offered to come help me make a sign for my lot. That depends on if I want to do wholesale or retail. If I want to do wholesale, I don't need a sign. If I want to do retail where I can sell to anybody anywhere, I've got to have a sign. So, depending on which way I decide to go with it, I may need Mike to come down and help me put a sign out there. But the dealership is not there so that I can run a dealership that makes the money that supports my livelihood. That's not the purpose. As most of you know, the purpose of the dealership is so I can continue doing what I'm doing right now. The state has said I can no longer buy and sell cars, really not just for profit, but at all. So when your YouTube channel, which is your livelihood, is based on being able to buy cars at auction, fiddle around with them, make them run and sell them, you got to do what you got to do. Now, how much has all of this cost me? The bond for 2 years was $300. The LLC cost me $100, so that's $400. A year of commercial insurance is $1,600. So, what, $2,000? About $2,100, $2,000, $2,100, and then the application fee for the dealership is $600. So all in, you know, I mean, without obviously the location or any inventory or anything, but I mean, all in to get your dealership open, you know, you're talking around $3,000 or so. It's not bad. It's really not bad at all to be able to open the doors to a dealership. So that's just some exciting news that I wanted to bring you. Like, getting that letter today was a huge weight off my shoulders, because realistically, if they had said no, you can't operate a dealership here, well, that'd have been a problem. That'd have been a big problem, because I've already paid for most of the other stuff I need. Kind of did things a little bit backwards, but I wanted to share that with you. That was a big deal to me. And I guess we'll end this video with the Passat. I was messing around with it, God, I don't know how long ago. It's been quite a while, but quite a while ago I was messing around with it, and I was like, man, I'm really starting to think this thing may have slipped the timing belt. Well, she didn't slip the timing belt. She straight up broke the timing belt. There she is. You can see it's still the genuine Audi Daco branded timing belt, and it's real easy to get to it. I just took a couple, like 2 or 3 bolts out of the top here, and I was able to open this, and I saw the belt just kind of flopping around in there, and I went, well, so there's that. You know, chances are, like I said earlier, like 99.9% this cylinder head is probably trashed. So not going to stop me from trying. This should be a fairly straightforward and easy belt to replace. So we'll put a belt on it. You know, we'll put a belt on it, nothing more. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe it'll fire up. But I'm gonna say like 99.9% chance engine's trashed. And even if it does run, probably not gonna run very well, since this obviously broke. I mean, I'm assuming it broke while it was running. But hey, we'll give it a shot. We'll put a belt on it. And if it runs, it runs. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, we'll figure out what to do from there. This car is just another one. It's a $300 car, and it's just not worth really putting, to me, it's just not worth putting any money into. It's not. Now, I got all the mold out of it today, and all the water that was in the floor. I sucked it all out with a shop vac. I did the best I could on the back as well. I'm going to put a fan in here and really get some air circulating in there. And then once I get this car dried out, I'm going to put, oh, I still have Mike's ozone machine, Monkey Wrench Mike. I'm going to put his ozone machine in there, because that kills mold, mildew, sanitizes the car and everything. Look at this bad boy right here, just sitting here purring like a kitten, man. Running like it ain't nothing. But boy, that door is ugly though. That door is real ugly. I keep forgetting I close it. Forget I gotta go through the other side. So I guess that is going to be it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to thank all of you for being patient with me. I know the video content has been probably less than exciting over this past week. I've just been working with what I got, and I'm trying to keep a few videos coming out here and there to keep y'all entertained and to keep a little bit of money coming in, because I've never been off the YouTube scene this long before. If you guys enjoyed the content, which I hope you did today, I tried to give you just basically a big update on everything going on. Please give the video a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, consider giving me a subscription, man. There's a lot of things coming as soon as I get better, as soon as we get back from Christmas vacation and everything. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. We're opening a dealership. We got plenty of cars to play with, and I'm looking at a couple more that I may end up picking up this week. So, hey, stick around. I think you're going to enjoy the content to come. I'm excited for 2020, man. I am. It could be a year that big things happen. You know, either everything falls apart or everything comes together and this thing blows up. One way or another, we're going to find out what happens together. Big shout out to Monkey Wrench Mike. Be sure to follow him on YouTube as well. Subscribe to him. Thank you to Austin for coming out here and helping out. I can't thank those guys enough. There's so much going on here. I'm so excited, a little bit nervous, a little bit scared, but this is 2020, man. 2020 is the year we're gonna make it or break it. I swear to you. Big shout out to my fiance Jessica, who's peeping at me through the door over there. She is sick as a dog right now. She's in there trying to work on getting the house cleaned up while I'm out here working on getting these yards and getting this yard and the garage and everything cleaned up before we take off for vacation. Austin's going to be watching over the house for us and taking care of our dog. So again, I got to give a big shout out to him. I really do love what I do. I really do enjoy this stuff. I truly do. I may not be the best at it. I may not be a guy that's going to go out and rebuild a Ferrari. I may not be great at body work. I may not be the best mechanic, but I sure do love tinkering with cars, you know. And I think that's what this channel is really about. You don't have to be Goon Squad. You know what I mean? I watch those guys all the time. I mean, they got more talent in their pinky than I got in my whole body. I will never deny that. But I think this is for the people that may not know as much about cars as they would like to. But you could go out here and do this too, man. You can tinker with cars. You can buy cars, play with them, get them running, enjoy them. That's what this channel's about. It's for the average Joe. The regular guy, the regular gal, I should have said the regular Jane too, regular Joe, the regular Jane. I'm gonna have a few videos coming out while I'm on Christmas vacation, not to worry. We sold both Crossfires, we sold the F-250. I think we made, there's one other one I think we sold, I can't remember, but we're gonna go over those numbers, talk about profit or loss. So with that, I'm out of here, guys. Stay safe out there, and I will catch you all very soon in the next one.